Hello, fellow seekers of wisdom. Today, let's dive deep into the timeless teachings of Rumi. We begin with a tale of enlightenment, drawn from the fourth book of Rumi's Masnavi, starting at line 2188. In this gathering, we seek a field where life springs forth and sustenance and wisdom truly originate. It is a realm of spirituality and presence. To experience life and gain insight, we must awaken to life itself and become conscious of our consciousness. Rumi likens this awakening to a person taking their torch, lit from their soul, and seeing the world with their light. A wise person lights their torch from within and is not overly dependent on external intellectual or spiritual information. He states he should be wise because with his torch he is the reason and leader of the caravan. The follower of the light is the self, the leader is the subject of the self, the selfless. Masnavi, Book 4, line 2188. Carrying a lamp in the darkness of our minds allows us to perceive the world correctly through the light of our spirituality. However, Rumi emphasizes that we must light our torch and not rely on others' lights. Being a follower of one's light means being a leader unto oneself. If we currently defer to others regarding what is constructive or not, especially in matters of spirituality, we must instead turn inward to the light within us. This state of selflessness, where our mental self dissolves like water, allows the self that emerges within us to become the torch and lamp that guides our path. Is this talent reserved for a select few? No. Everyone possesses this innate ability. It is their natural gift. To illustrate this, Rumi introduces another story, the tale of the three fish, beginning at line 222 in the fourth book. Three fish, one wise, one semi-wise, and one ignorant, live together in a pond. When fishermen approach, the wise fish promptly escapes to the sea, realizing the danger. The semi-wise fish sacrifices itself by pretending to be dead. And the ignorant fish, lacking wisdom and patience, is eventually caught by the fisherman. Rumi's message here is profound. Each of us humans resembles one of these fish. The task is to reflect upon which fish we resemble and why, examining the actions and consequences of each in detail. Within this narrative lie two powerful parables that help us understand our circumstances better. Rumi urges us to be wise, to be the torchbearer of our own light. So, dear friends, let's ignite our inner torches, become selfless, and guide our own paths with the light of wisdom. Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning, and keep the flame of your inner light burning bright.
Narrator. Hey there, fellow spiritual seekers. Today I want to share with you a transformative journey, an odyssey from peril to light. Let's set our sights on the vast ocean and harness its boundless waters. Leave behind the whirlpool of daily struggles and embark on a journey to find true peace and enlightenment. He used to stride boldly from danger to the sea of light. He ran like a dog, relentless and determined until a vein bulged in his neck. The dream of a rabbit and a dog is a fallacy. A rabbit, timid and cautious, can never truly understand the fearless pursuit of a dog. He journeyed far and wide across the sea, witnessing much suffering before finally finding safety and well-being. He threw himself into the deep sea, its limits unknowable on any side. My mental self is an illusion created by thought. Let's see how this story works for us, Rumi says. Oh, fighter. This is the story of that reservoir where three types of fish reside. Some fishermen passed by the reservoir intending to return with nets and catch fish. The fish noticed and understood that the fisherman would soon be back. Now we know, though some of us are too late. Imagine a child of 5 or 6 who knows that the hunter and the trap are ready to take him. The keen and living awareness of this moment turns one into a whirlpool. A fish confined in a reservoir. Now let's see what the wise, half-wise, and ignorant fish do. All three fish understood, but let's examine the understanding of the ignorant fish. It's as if he didn't grasp it. A wise fish made a decision and found a way to leave the pond, but it was an undesirable decision. He didn't want to leave. He said, "Not conversing with them will certainly weaken me." Someone said that if I spoke to these two, my decision-making and execution would be compromised. It's better not to converse with them at all, and the imprint of birth and upbringing is on their lives. Their completeness and ignorance strike me. They cling to the place where they were born, saying, "We like it here and can't leave." Their laziness and ignorance affect me too, so it's better not to converse with them at all. Here, Maulana suggests that we realize we are human beings shaped by the mind. Birthplace means where we were born and raised, conditioned in the mind from the start and continuing to reside there. If we attain presence, there is a seal and we cherish it. But how do we let it go? Hence, we prefer to stay with things we are familiar with, even if they are negative, such as anger, resentment, enmity, absence, and evil, because their execution is mental. He asserts that we favor these ourselves. If I say to let go of these, others will become weak. Therefore, it transpires that the wise fish desires to depart alone. If we wish to access spiritual space as humans, we must realize that the people we engage with might not wish to journey there. For this reason, it is often said that the path of spirituality is a personal journey. Only you are yourself, and you should work on yourself, not on others. You will not change others. Simply work on yourself and escape this whirlpool to enter the sea. The sea embodies the secret of this moment's presence and infinity. Therefore, Rumi concludes that the love of the homeland must transcend, for the homeland lies beyond. This is not the case for John. Thus, he posits that the essence of patriotism is faith-based love. Do not fixate on the notion that the homeland is your current residence. The homeland is not of the mind. It resides beyond the mind. The homeland is at this moment. The homeland is a realm of acceptance and presence. Your homeland is not my mind. Declaring this is where I dwell and cannot depart reflects your understanding. He then elaborates that he does not mean the geographic homeland or the nation in which we reside. As stated, the tale moves parallel to the body and spirituality. He says you continually reside in your mind, and have also read this hadith stating that love of the homeland equates to faith. So interpret this accurately and grasp its meaning. The homeland is elsewhere. My homeland is not of the mind. It is the living space of this moment. Set your mind on the sea, ride the currents of the atmosphere, and abandon this whirlpool. He walked steadfastly from peril to the sea of light. He sprinted like a dog, doggedly until veins bulged in his neck. The notion of a rabbit and a dog is a fallacy. He ventured far and wide across the sea, experiencing much suffering before finding safety and well-being in the deep sea. Let's embrace this journey, my friends, and find our own sea of light. Thank you for joining me on this spiritual odyssey. Until next time, stay enlightened.
Hey there, story lovers. Have you ever wondered why a fish would choose death over being caught and exploited? Let me tell you the tale of the half-witted fish. Once upon a time, a fisherman caught a peculiar fish. This fish, though not the brightest, had a sharp instinct. It realized that being caught meant a life of exploitation, never-ending struggle, and eventual consumption. The fisherman, disheartened by the fish's bitter taste, lamented, "I lost the chance because I didn't go with that guide." The fish, sensing an opportunity, played dead. The fisherman, thinking the fish was useless, spat on it and threw it back into the water. Now, the fish had a friend who once followed a wise man. But in a moment of trouble, the friend left the wise man's shadow and ventured into the sea, dying of ancient sorrow. This story struck a chord with our fish. It realized that regretting the past was futile, and that true wisdom lay in living in the moment. So, the half-witted fish decided to embrace its fate. It would rather die a symbolic death fool the fisherman and return to the sea than live a life of exploitation. It understood that by appearing dead, it would be free from the fisherman's grasp. In the end, the fish found peace in the water, away from the exploitation of the fisherman. It taught us a valuable lesson. Sometimes, we must let go of the past and live fully in the present to find our true freedom. Thanks for tuning in. If this tale made you think, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more storytelling adventures. Until next time, keep swimming against the current.